Players. Look, here comes a consequences of his actions chasing him right now. So the Texas GQP state representative Bryan Slaton, who is an adulterous pastor, has been expelled from the Texas State House just one day after he tried to backpedal and pussy pop out of the expulsion by resigning.
Resolution is adopted. The chair directs the sergeant at arms to bar the former member from the chamber. The chair directs the chief clerk to strike the former member's name from the roster of members and to notify the governor of the House's actions.
Oh, yes, honey. It's true. The Texas State House expelled 45-year-old Bryan Slaton over misconduct allegations. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Now, I reported on Bryan Slaton's shenanigans when I was on vacation, but it came out in the latter part of April that Bryan Slaton allegedly had an ooey-gooey relationship with a 21-year-old legislative intern. And then, honey, two 19-year-old aides filed complaints accusing Bryan Slaton of harassment and retaliation. Now, a Texas State House committee formed a committee to investigate the claims that were being waged against Bryan Slaton, honey, and they found that he should be dismissed over the allegations. And these allegations were a hot boo-boo shitty mess. They claimed that on March 31st, late in the midnight hour, honey, Bryan Slaton invited the aide over to his condo, and she brought 3 friends along with her as protection. They said that Bryan Slaton gave her alcoholic beverages until her vision was blurred and she felt dizzy. The aide told investigators that it was inappropriate and that the alcohol hindered her judgment, but she declined to tell the investigators if Bryan Slaton and her engaged in ooey-gooey gush. But baby, the aide's friends told investigators that Bryan Slaton and the aide definitely engaged in ooey-gooey gush, honey, because the next day the aide had to take a Plan B pill and Bryan Slaton took her to her apartment. Now, Bryan Slaton must have been feeling paranoid, honey, because the next week he called the aide into his office and showed her an email that claimed that somebody knew that they was doing the ooey-gooey gush and that nothing would happen to either one of them as long as her and her friends kept quiet. Now, the aides didn't feel too comfortable with this situation, so she snitched and told other members of the house. Now let's scurry on back to this aide taking this Plan B pill, honey, because the hypocrisy is thick on this one, honey, because y'all know Bryan Slaton is the Texas representative that introduced the bill to have women arrested for having abortions. Oh, yes, honey, and he's always attacking the LGBTQIA plus community. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So like I told you, he resigned yesterday, but that didn't stop the GQP from expelling him. In his resignation letter, he claimed he was looking forward to spending time with family. But Bryan, that family should have brought you home that night. You should have been with them. Nasty tail.